Feminism and the Handmaid's Tale by Jennifer E. Dunn. It was done on September 2009. So here are my key points. The Handmaid's Tale centers around opposites and divisions, hope versus hopelessness, power versus powerlessness, individualism versus the whole, divisions between women and their roles, what happens in the public versus what happens in private. So for quote one, this objectification occurs via hypocritical but official routes in public. In the way the handmaids are classified and dressed, and it occurs through unofficial, more familiar means in private. So basically, what this means is handmaids are treated differently in public than in private. So, you know, anyways, in public, they walk together and are viewed as special, but in private, they are treated poorly. Yeah. Quote two: For the women of Gilead, there is no such thing as private space or ownership, and certainly no room for free personal expression. It's 2-1. Offred has her own room, but it really isn't her room. It is lived in by a previous handmaid. On the outside, it looks like she has privacy, but the commander makes her have her door unlocked so he can peek in whenever he wants to. Honestly, that just kind of speaks volumes to me because, like, she has absolutely no privacy. Uh, the commander can come in whenever she wants. Like, it's just, like, yeah. So, quote three: handmaid's uniform is telling in other ways as well, since it operates as a of the handmaid's contractorate sexual status. In the public, handmaids are covered up for modesty. They wear long gloves. And a dress and a hat that covers their face. However, their long red dress shows the rest of Gilead that they're handsome handmaids, and their only purpose is for sex and reproduction. Bad. Quote four. Then I find I'm not ashamed after all. I enjoy the power of a dog bone, passive but there. 3-8. Um, Offred and the other handmaids are frequently looked at as sexual by their guardians. However, this is not allowed um, f- for the guardians. But Offred is is property and has really no power at all. But she enjoys the sexual power that she has over the guardians. So for her to have that feeling of power in her life is like really important for her. So she can have basically feel like she has the upper hand and such. So also she swings her hips to show off a little bit. Yeah. Quote five: Gilead's social classifications work to separate women from each other as well. 4-3: Women in Gilead are separated by their roles. Martha's handmaids and wives don't trust each other, even though each group dresses the same. They are disconnected from each other because they don't trust each other. So Martha's, one thing I find that was interesting in this book, in this book, was basically that women, you know, they're used for like reproduction only, but and you think that all of them would like get along and such, but they really like don't that much because it's kind of like a fight for survival and stuff. And anyways, the Marthas don't really like Offred and stuff, and they try to get at her. But yeah, quote six here: the spontaneously formed women's collective becomes a mob controlled by the authorities, upholding the status quo and destroying their would-be savior rather than providing an opportunity for real expression or political action. It's 5-2. Aunt Lydia has the handmaids from a mob and murder, and Aunt Lydia has the handmaids form a mob and murder someone. On the outside, handmaids seem weak, but they become strong when they are in a mob. So, like, handmaids um, come together as a team, and they win basically. So, quote seven: Offred reveals suppressed truths, passing on crucial information not only for other refugees of Gilead and the international community of the story, but also for posterity, for the future readers and historians represented in the text, concluding. Offred's story is the same as many handmaids in Gilead. However, her story becomes crucial for the world to know what is happening in Gilead. Quote 8: it allows her to preserve a sense of hope, but also to distance herself from the horrors of her reality. Offred is full of pain and torment, yet when she daydreams about her life before Gilead, she has hope and love. So, yeah, when she daydreams, it puts her mind in like a good place, and she remembers all the good times she had before Gilead, and that helps her really get through like her tough times. Quote 9: her shopping companion often recognizes this knowledge as real power and asks Offred to pass on any incriminating information to Mayday, the secret rebel organization. That's 3-9. Gilead is full of secrets, but Mayday works to bring those secrets to light. Mayday works against the rules of Gilead to help people. And the last quote: paradoxically, the uniforms of the wives, Martha's handmaids, and the Econ wives are meant to be marks of distinction. Yet, the effect of this mandatory dress is to make all the women in a given group indistinguishable from each other. So, the different outfits that the groups of women wear are supposed to show the rest of Gilead and their status. However, when everyone in the group wears the same thing, it all makes sense to them. Key takeaways is basically the Handmaid's Tale centers around opposites and divisions. So, like everything that you think, um, that they think is basically like the opposite. It's kind of tough to explain, but like you think, oh, women are here only for reproduction. They would be wearing like the most outlandish uniforms, but they're wearing covered up clothes and stuff like all the time. So everything centers and tails around opposites and divisions.